Howdy y'all, Wilson Sticks here. The new... I really hope you didn't hear that Discord ping. The new Collector's Cache is out, and I figured since I did this with the last one, I do a little unscripted quick view where I just go through all the sets, review them really quickly, give my thoughts, the works, you know, and yeah. Let's start with this one on the far left. This one is for Doom. It is made by a name that I cannot pronounce, but again, I'll put the profile of whoever made the sets on screen. This is a trend in Doom skins where they give him like a modern face you see on the workshop. I don't know if he has a lot in game, but I know there's a lot in the workshop where he has a more handsome face and white hair and all that sort of stuff. It's supposed to play into, like, I don't know, the Lucifer side of things where he's supposed to be handsome. I like the eyes on the shoulder pads; those are nice. The tail is neat. I really like the trident. The trident, I think, is such a neat little touch. I personally would not get this set. I feel like Doom has better sets, but it's all right. I don't remember voting on this, but then again, it was a while ago. But yeah, it's here now. Apparently, there's changes to animation and ambient effects. I assume the animation has to do with a trident. It could also be the mouth, the headpiece, because the mouth moves. So yeah, pretty neat. I don't know if it's worth buying a bunch of chests just to get this one, but it's all right. Next we have Huskar. This Huskar skin by Laughing Sky Pig. Very samurai inspired, very neat looking. I like the sandals. That's one detail that I liked a lot. The mask is cool. The glowing horns especially is a neat little effect, very readable from up above. The white hair is nice. I think it might be a bit too big though, perhaps. I'm not saying it could be mistaken for anyone else. It's just that from up above it might not look like Huskar, but then again he's gonna have the spear and the arm and all that stuff, which is pretty recognizable. I do like how he has two swords, and one of them actually goes unsheathed, and of course the unsheathed one is the one that he's wearing. The arrows are a nice touch, let you know that he's sort of like, you know, been in combat and whatnot. Yeah, I like this one. I like how it has the typical rope thing going on that you see in all the Eastern-inspired skins. They just got this rope that's tied in a knot in front of them. I wish that didn't exist in every single Eastern influence skin, but I guess it's here. Maybe it belongs here. I am pretty much blind to samurai culture. All I know is the aesthetic. So yeah, this one I think is worth your money. Huskar does have better skins, but I actually like this one. This one is nice. And next we got Kid Invoker. By Solmir. This it's called Magus Mimicry. It makes him look like Rubik. So it does. It really does make him look like Rubik, from the popped collar to the trailings of the coat. And I like the Aghanim Scepter insignia on the back, and the weird little, I don't know what you call this thing. This thing that Rubik he wears over his shoulders. The weird golden pads that have green gems in them and whatnot. Very nice touch. I wish they gave him a ponytail like Rubik. Even though Rubik is a bit of an eccentric character, and I mean this hair really does sort of exemplify an eccentric nature. But I don't know. Maybe a ponytail would have been more fitting, perhaps. Maybe it would have had issues with readability though. I like the lollipop. It covers up a lot of empty space in the skin, I feel. And the Forge Spirit I thought was nice. I wish it could, I kind of wish it was green, but I understand why it's not. Yeah, the Forge Spirit's really cool. Looks like Aghanim. I did not mean to click that. Yeah, this one I think is definitely worth your money. You also get the persona with it, so if you didn't have it before, hey, pick it up while you can. And next, we got this Warlock skin, Seam Ripper Snuggle Time by Yestar. Yestar has previously gotten 2 other skins in the previous Collector's Cache. And, yeah, this one's pretty darn good. Texture-wise, it's pretty good. You know, the model is high quality, everything's high quality. There's a bit of a disconnect between Warlock and his golem, though, I feel. Warlock, he's much more serious. His head's covered. He's got these long, grim strands of hair. He's got flames bursting out of the mouth with out of his hat with like a moving eye that's watching around. There's like his staff is like gripping with demonic power, and then he summons a. I feel like he could have gone a bit more goofier with a Warlock outfit. I understand there's the bear as the lantern, and he's got bears on his shoulder pads, but and the spool of thread in his staff. But I don't know. I just feel like there's a bit of a disconnect here between the golem and Warlock himself. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I think this one is pretty good. I still think it's obviously referencing Annie from League of Legends with the whole bear summoning thing. I'd say this one is worth your money. This one's pretty decent, even with the tonal disconnect between Warlock and his golem. All right, next we got Angler in the Abyss for Slark by Tarantine. This one is kind of tragic. I actually voted for this one, and let me tell you why. It showed up like this in the voting segment, right? But it had like a loading screen in the bundle. So I looked at the loading screen and I thought, okay, if it's gonna have the pitch black eyes and the ship wheel around its neck, I figured, this will probably look pretty decent. But no, they implemented it. It got in through the vote somehow, and now we just have this. I really thought it was gonna look better. You can see it here, like the sudden shift in skin tone changes between the head and Slark's base model. This one just completely got ruined by how Valve handled this. The pitch black eyes would have been a cool touch. You can see his original mouth through the set of the mouth, but I don't know, maybe that adds to it, because I know some fish have like 2 rows of teeth and whatnot. But man, this is like 2014 levels of skin quality here. I gotta say. I like the animations though. Like there's an animation of the sword biting on his sword, and the angler, and the eyes move around, and blink. It just feels like this is an old set. All right, next we got the Phantom Balladeer for Abaddon, made by A. And this is probably one of Abaddon's best sets ever. I know he recently got a few where he's like riding a dragon, and those two were pretty good. This kind of takes the cake, I feel, though. Like the designs on the horse and the sword. The sword is so cool. It's like this swerving like Zweihander type design with flowers and vines growing on it. The guitar on the side. If you go into the demo or in a game, I suppose, with this skin on and you use Abaddon's taunt, he will play the guitar during the taunt. It's such a cool little detail. I absolutely love it. I like how everything moves. Everything has like physics to it, like from the little coins hanging off his hat to the guitar. What was one detail I saw the other time? Oh yeah, the flowers on his hat. They have physics as well. The cape, obviously. What an awesome set for Abaddon. I'm just blown away by this thing. I didn't even notice there's little eye insignias on the ankles. Ankles? Whatever those are called. Elbows. Alright, next we got the Boot Black Brawler for Axe. This, again, I feel like this one is definitely worth your money. I love this skin. It's so cool. But between like it makes him like a mafia boss, He's got the cigar and the hat and the beard. I love the facial hair on this one. I think the monocle might be a bit too much, but I don't know. It adds to it, I guess. He's got the brass knuckles on only one hand. The weapon here is insane though. Like between the smoking barrel and the axe and the golden stuff right here. And not to mention he has like other equipment. He's got like a meat cleaver in this hand and a derringer in this hand, and he's got like buckled boots and all this stuff. It looks so good. This is easily one of Axe's best skins. However, when I saw this little animation tag, I was wondering, okay, what the heck is the animation that they changed? Looking through the exact items, the animation is tied to the weapon. So I thought, going into the demo, that, the culling blade animation. He's just gonna shoot a guy. But no, it's I couldn't figure out what the new animation was. I don't know if the animation is the smoking barrel. I don't know if it's the glittering particle effects. I have no idea what the new animation for this weapon is. Let me know in the comments if you can find out what it is though. But yeah, really good skin overall. And next, we got the Needlepoint Necromancer for Dazzle, made by Horde. I really like this one. It takes Dazzle in a new direction where he's not just a priest, but like in his in his other skins, Dazzle is mostly like, you know, he has priest aesthetics. Whether it's like, you know, a dark priest or a light priest, it's all the same. This one fundamentally changes that. He is like a sideshow voodoo magician that you'd see in like Louisiana or something. He's got the crazy beard, the top hat with a little eye spinning in there. I love the staff. The staff is so neat. I almost wish the scarecrow head was a bit animated though. Yeah, other than that, oh, the spool of thread that he's got. I like the ponytail, the candles on the hat. This one is very cool. Pretty much in time for Halloween, yeah. Considering the spooky vibe it's got. I've always thought that Dazzle could use more scary skins. So, definitely a cool one. Definitely worth picking up. Alright, next, we got Hair of the Cog for Clockwork, made by Lucas. The one thing that jumped out at me first is the bee as the rocket flare. I think that is very nice. The cogs as well are fitting because, you know, it's all rabbit themed. It pretty much keeps his original color scheme, and I'm not really sure what else to say about it other than it's rabbit themed. It's got a lot of rabbits all around it. You could debate that even the backpack is rabbit themed, where the 2 Tesla coils are you know, they're like rabbit ears or something. I like how... No, actually, I do have something to say about it. I like how the weapon is like a gun. It's shaped like a blunderbuss or a flintlock or something like that. That he, you know, pulls the trigger and it does the hook shot. Very neat. I like to see sort of functionality in skins like this, or, you know, it makes sense. I feel like it's easy to do this with especially Clockwork, just because of how his rocket flare is and hookshot is and whatnot. I also like the spinning valve on his outfit. I'm not too sure what it does. It looks like it's connected to his chest piece, but it's a pretty neat touch, all things considered. I don't like how there's part of Clockwork's base model clipping into his leg. That's the one thing I can't stand. Clipping, I cannot stand clipping. It ruins immersion for me. I don't know why. Custom effects? Oh, I assume that's the bee. Is it the bee? No, it's not the bee. What's the custom effects? It's not the armor. It's not the head. It's the cogs. Okay, I assume the cogs are... Okay. Okay. Very neat. Very cool. I'm not a clock player. I don't know what clock players look for in skins. But maybe this is it? I don't know. And next, we got Thunderbolt for Zeus by Laughing Sky Pig. This is easily Zeus's best skin. Where, like, all of his other skins just dress him up in gold armor and blue clothing, and it's just, like, remixes of that. This one turns him into, like, a mad scientist. Oh, it's so cool. I might start playing Zeus if I get this. But there's, like, so much detail with... There's so much cool stuff to look at, from the Tesla coils to his frizzled hair to the eyepieces he's wearing. I feel like it kind of has a few similarities with the Clockwork skin, with like the chest piece and tubes and the Tesla coils on the back. Even though, you know, they're made by different people. I like the asymmetry in the arm pieces. That's always nice to see. And like the tattered fringes of his lab coat. This is such a good skin. If you buy this Battle Pass, buy it for this... Or Battle Pass. If you buy this Collector's Cash, buy it for this skin at least. It is amazing. I really hope this sets a precedent for new Zeus skins and people start being more creative with him than just dressing him up in different types of gold armor. This is awesome. Keep doing this. Okay, next we got the Caprine Chimera for Lion by Steph. First of all, this looks very nice. The texture and quality on the hair is really nice, and on like the goat head. I like how the goat head is animated. It blinks. It looks around. We have a serpentine tail to complete the chimera look. and the wings that are also animated, which is just wicked sick. A few complaints. I get that there's like a Berserk reference here, but I think it might, and obviously the pentagram on the forehead. I feel like it looks a bit too clean. If the symbols were like scratched onto their foreheads, I feel like that might add more of an effect. Maybe also add a small sigil to the snake head, just, you know, for completion's sake, so each one has like a thing on their head. I really like the weapon. The weapon is very cool. And yeah, I don't have much to say about the armor pieces. I feel like you could slap on any old lion set to this. Maybe not, because some of them kind of look bad. But as long as you keep the head and the arm and the tail, and maybe the wings, this one is wicked sick. I think this one is worth your money. Easily one of Lion's best skins, if not the best. And next, we got Canis Crystallum for Crystal Maiden. This is made by Barracuda, and it turns the dog Crystal Maiden into a wizard. Her ice spits have become like little metal stars. She's got like a cloak on. She's got like potions, a healing salve, and a clarity, and a book. I wonder if this... No. I don't think Tome of Aghanim looked like that, but it almost does, with like the blue crystal and, you know, the general blueness of it. I like the uneven hat, although I feel like this persona would, or especially like this character would wear their hat straight up, but, you know, it still fits. I like the things on the leg braces. Oh, and I just noticed the upside down Aghanims hanging from her neck. With like the two little orbs there as well. I feel like this one is definitely worth your money. It also gives her fangs. I just noticed that. Obviously this one is worth your money, because if you don't have the persona, then, well, here it is for free, essentially. I'd spend a lot of money to get this persona, but if you're lucky, you can get it for $3, along with a skin for it. Oh my goodness, I just noticed the tail. The tail is completely like crystallized with like little bits levitating around it. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty darn good. If I got this, I would not be upset. Oh no, the ear physics, they clip through the hat. This is not good news. I mean, you're probably never going to see that in-game, but I don't know. It's just a personal gripe of mine. To end out the guaranteed skins that you're going to get, we got Unchained Entropy for Ancient Apparition by Zipfinator. So obviously the focal point is the pyramid head. It looks decent enough, I suppose. I like the collar that it has around it as well, and I don't know, there's little floaty bits. I have a bit of a problem with this skin in that it looks so orderly between like the chiseled geometry of the head and the shoulders and the hand pieces and the claws, that when you see the slip of Ancient Apparition's like chaotic body underneath it, it kind of ruins the vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if there was something covering this, maybe like a more drastic robe, but maybe that wasn't possible due to readability during gameplay. The back piece tries to hide this. Again, you probably won't notice this from up above, but the composition here, you can... I don't know. I feel iffy about it. The headpiece is nice, though. If you put the headpiece on some of Ancient Apparition's other skins, I feel like you can make it work. You can make it work. Okay, next we have Undying Love for, you guessed it, Undying, by Seedy, or Keedy. I'm not sure how to pronounce that entirely, but there it is on screen. Wow, I'm surprised this one didn't make it to the first one. I don't know if it was intended for the first one, but they decided to delay it or something, but this one just rocks. I would almost be willing to spend as much, maybe not as much money as it would take. I'm willing to spend a fair amount of money to get this. Oh my goodness, this one is just awesome. From like, you know, his floating dead wife behind him to like the nightly set that he's got on. And like you can see his beating heart through like an opening in the armor. It's just so cool. And then you see the flesh golem and it's like, yo! And the two beating hearts next to each other, that's awesome. They're like fused together. I don't know if he'll do it, but during, you know, Undying is like idle animation where he rears back and screams, right? When he does that, the ghost sprite does it too. I'm not sure if we're gonna get him to do that though. This is just luck at this point. Yep, there it is. That Oh my goodness, this is such a good skin. It honestly deserved the ultra rare quality, if I'm being honest. But hey, I'm glad it's not, you know? Easier to get and all that. Oh my goodness. CD, you knocked it out of the park with this one. I'm really glad that this got in the game. Okay, next we got Crystal Colossus for Spirit Breaker by A. Obviously what jumps out at me first is the headpiece. I think, and the back piece as well with like the crystals. I always love skins that cover the character's eyes. I think covered faces is a design element that is so cool. It's why I like Razor. It's why I like Rubik. And it's why I like this skin. It's very geometric in its shape, which I think fits with the whole crystalline theme, considering, you know, how crystals grow and all that stuff. I almost wish he covered up the hands and arms of the base model a bit more, just so, like, I don't know, it would add to this illusion that this is, like, this being is made of pure stone and crystal. And, yeah. I kind of wish the weapon was a bit more refined, I suppose, instead of having random crystal growths, considering how orderly the headpiece is with these sharp, exact, accurate geometric shapes. Even the crystals on the back have some sort of semblance and pattern to them. That's just kind of jarring to see this unorderly weapon just in his hand a bit. But other than that little nitpick, I think this one is awesome. I don't know if it deserved very rare. I think this is more of a typical rare skin, but yeah, those are my thoughts on it, I guess. It's pretty decent. And last but not least, we have this second-hand sorcery skin for Rubik, made by Deviant. Obviously, the theming is Aghanim here. This is all about Aghanim, but between like the headpiece and the fact that he now has like 4 arms and the scepter that's kind of shattered in reference to the Aghanim Scepter event, or Aghanim's Labyrinth event. I really like the shade of blue on Rubik. I think it works wonderfully with the green. Man, my goodness. It meshes well with the hair, too. I like the gradient on the hair as well. I have a few things about this skin, though. Firstly, I don't really like the floating arms. I know they have, like, unique animations for when he's attacking and casting spells and all that stuff, but I really feel like they just add too much visual noise and they don't look good. They're not really meshed well. They kind of just exist here. I know there's supposed to be, like, portals, but I don't know. I'm not too big on it. Additionally, I don't like the arcane sigil that he's just constantly holding. I wish they turned down the opacity on that. Because I feel like it eats up so much of the attention. Like, I feel like the headpiece and the scepter should be the attention-grabbing spots, but this neon green is just, like, yelling at me to go look at it. Other than that, if I could get this set without the floating arms and the arcane sigil, this would be... Oh my goodness, I would use this every single game. The headpiece is so good. The scepter is awesome. It has, like, physics when you move it. I love the robe and the flowingness of the drapes. It's such an amazing skin. I don't know if it deserved ultra rare though. I'll say that it is pretty. It is. I really do like it. I don't know if it deserved ultra rare. I feel like, if I had the choice, I feel like this one should have been the rare. This one should have been the very rare, and this one should have been the ultra rare. Those are my rankings. But yeah. That's all I have to say about Collector's Cash 2. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I have been Williamson Stickman. God bless, and until next time.